Ayo, we're definitely not gonna spend long on this screen because I'm excited. Let's jump right in to the stream. That was loud. That was very loud. You probably heard me. Hey, so I guess this is probably gonna be a story stream, probably, huh? I don't know what got into me. I've been exhausted. I just worked like a 5-day week, which is not like me. It's not like my job at all to have me work 5 days in a row. 3 usually at the max, but like I just worked 5 days in a row, like freaking 11-hour, 10-hour days for the most part. I was exhausted, and I was just like laying in bed, and I was like watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was like, man, I should dig out my old Raspberry Pi and see if I can add ROMs to it, because like this is basically going off of like what I was talking about last stream at the end of last stream. I was just like, I mean, what's the point in owning all this stuff? Shit's getting so expensive. People are price gouging. The hobby isn't fun anymore. And I can pull up webcam only. I didn't adjust any settings on my webcam. Yeah, that looks like shit. We can do that real quick. I think I can multitask here. No, I can't because I just went to the wrong setting. But yeah, you see a lot of stuff behind me. That's like the stuff I'm keeping. How do I do this? Low light compensation. Oh, I'm starting to look pretty bad. Exposure off, and then we go to gain. Bring this gain up a little bit. Something is wrong. I'm looking pretty bad. Douglas. I have auto exposure on, but I'm still fuzzy. Why am I so fuzzy? Because it's zoomed in, maybe? Yeah, so like zoom out a little bit. You get a little bit of a better idea. I don't know why I'm so fuzzy. Probably poor lighting in the front. That's better. But yeah, like if you remember these shelves, they used to be so much bigger and stuff like that, um and I'm looking into downsizing now, and you even see like there's a stack over here. I can't really show. But there's a stack right here, even in a sealed Xbox One game. I don't even own Xbox One. That shows how bad the collecting got. And like that's just kind of the stuff I've gone through, and I kind of want to I'm almost certain I want to get rid of. But why is my thing buffering? That's just my phone being my phone. So yeah, I've just been looking into emulation a little bit, and I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out where the line is drawn, right? Because there's really freaking good ports on the Switch of old retro games with cool like new leaderboards and artwork and cool menus and UI and stuff like that, and they're done by good companies like M2 and Arcade Archives slash, or it's Hamster that does the Arcade Archive stuffs. And it's just like trying to figure out where the line is drawn. But like right now, I just want to screw around with this stuff. This is an impromptu stream. If you can't tell, I'm going to have to readjust my webcam now. But that's just been on my mind because like there are games that interest me. Games like Snatcher or Gaiares. And then other games that like we didn't get over here, at least on the original console, like I probably should have moved this. You can kind of see me. And games that we didn't get over here in the US, like Alien Soldier. I'm specifically talking about Genesis games right now, and a Sega CD game. Also like Radiant Silvergun. That was supposed to come to the Switch. And it's just like, what's the point of waiting for all this stuff when if companies don't want to put this out, I'll just get it the way I can. And you know what? With FPGA stuff like the Mister, which is really what I've been looking into, and flashcards. If I do anything, it'll probably be Mister. Having like an all-in-one thing sounds so nice. It's just it makes me want to do it. And especially with when I was testing out the stack of NES games you saw over there, I should focus for 1 second. That's good. With the NES games that you saw over there, I was freaking. A lot of them aren't any good. We got like Friday the 13th and Paperboy. I know Paperboy's a classic. I did not like it. Maybe I'd like the arcade version or something better. Double Dragon 3. Renegade. Stuff like that. And just with the NES, I'm just like, fuck. I don't know what my luck is with the NES consoles I've always owned, but it seems like the freaking pin connector craps out so fast. The pin connector on the top loader that I got back at the beginning of 2020, amazing, right? Then I send it off to get modded for composite out because it was, it's only an RF console. And when it comes back, suddenly it just can't take cartridges anymore without a bunch of cleaning or whatever. And it makes me paranoid. I feel like maybe the dude who did it was like, oh, this guy's got a really nice, pristine pin connector. That's rare. I'm going to take that and swap it out with one of my crappy ones. He'll never notice. I feel like that's something that happened. And it's just like trying to put those cartridges in over and over again. I feel like I spent more time cleaning cartridges and trying to get them to work, only to have them, start having graphical glitches and just overall stop playing after 10 minutes. I just felt like it wasn't worth it. I'm just like, I wouldn't have this issue with a flash card or emulation. And even with the FPGA console, the Mister, I would be able to like make it so that there's no graphical flicker and stuff like that, and update the sprite limitations per scan line or whatever. I'm still learning about all that stuff, but this is my stepping stone, and I love collecting stuff, or not collecting stuff, but I used to say I love collecting stuff, and now I'm starting to get rid of the stuff that I don't really care for. I like having physical stuff of the stuff that I really like, if that makes sense. And the Mister would be so cool to have. It's open source console, and like what I really want to emulate is really just the 8 and 16-bit era. I don't even really care too much about the 64-bit era, because I don't really have problems with it. Like that stuff isn't as pricey as some of the 8 and 16-bit stuff, primarily 16-bit. And I could play TurboGrafx. I could play TurboGrafx CD, Neo Geo. That's the big one. And then all these like rare SNES and Genesis games that I want to try, which nowadays every Genesis game's freaking rare or some shit. Even Ghosts and Goblins set me back like $80 a couple months ago, and I love that game. But so that's my thought process at this point. That's my TED talk. That's just kind of like, I want to get you an idea of where my headspace is right now. I like having this stuff, and I hate feeling like I'm taking it for granted. And I like having physical. There's a physical cartridge of F-Zero on my Super Nintendo right now. I like that physical stuff, but I'm also just like, man, this could be a lot less wires, could be more convenient, more easy to set up, be better looking, and it's going to feel just as great because it's FPGA. And I could play anything. And, it just goes back and forth. Like I just kept saying, like, I like the physical stuff. And I also like supporting the devs and the companies, so I would want to support with like modern re-releases and stuff like that, but like that feels like just throwing money away. So anyway, we're gonna screw around with this a little bit. I have not touched this thing in years. Let me drink real quick. So I've not touched this thing in years. A little backstory on this. I believe this is a RetroPie 2. I can't tell. It might be a RetroPie 1. I got this for my 16th birthday in 2014. July 2014, when I turned 16. 8 years ago. and I touched it a little bit. It was my brother's present to me. He was trying to get me into like the open sourceness of it. I didn't understand any of that at the time, but I was like, oh, he's trying to get me into like more nerdy stuff, like coding. Sick. And I thought it was cool. I played it for a while, and this was initially when I first got into The Legend of Zelda. And my files might be on here. Yeah. My D-pad's not working though. Oh, right, because this is a select. So that's probably the farthest I got into Zelda. Before we did that stream, like, once again, I think January 2020, early 2020, when I first beat the game. And this is really weird playing this with a Genesis controller. I have to see if my Super Nintendo controller can work. But yeah, how do I pull up the menu? I do not remember. I think you just have to straight up reset, right? So yeah, that was his way of like trying to get me into it, and it just never stuck. You know, I like the physical stuff. That was the thing. I like owning the stuff. Really hope my IP address does not show up on that. I mean, if it did, it's there, whatever. So eventually, I added some stuff over time, and it eventually got just stuck around, and then eventually got closeted. The last time I really probably played this was like 2016. I think I pulled it out a little bit later, maybe like 2018, 2019, and added a couple things on here. Like I think Super Mario TKO demo, which I couldn't get to work. So yeah. Yeah, fall 2017, I start college. I think it was winter 2018, the next semester, the second semester. I had to buy a Raspberry Pi, which I think at the time was a Raspberry Pi 3. And, I did a lot of cool stuff. There was like some kind of circuit board they had me get had us get. It was like a kit, and you'd use it to turn on a light or some shit, or, use coding to make it flicker and stuff like that. And you used a Linux-based software and stuff like that. Raspberry Pi. How you doing? But yeah, that's my memory with that. They had us buy this cool kit for college, and I learned a little bit of Python on it and stuff like that. And I think eventually I ended up putting Emulation Station on it for my girlfriend's stepmom. So I don't have that one anymore. I think this is a Pi 1. This is an old one. I think I put an N64 ROM on here. I must have deleted it. Oh, no, here it is. It cannot handle it at all. Let's see if we can actually get it to boot up. Also, I choose death. Thank you for the follow. And once again, how are you doing tonight? Ooh, does it actually run decently now? Oh, no. Is it playing in mono? I remember Mario Party being the one that ran terribly. Something's wrong with the audio. Oh yeah. See, I don't know if the Raspberry Pi or Emulation Station's meant to run 64-bit stuff. But back then I didn't know. I didn't know a thing about emulation. To be fair, I still don't. So anyway, I popped a couple ROMs on here, a couple Sega Genesis ROMs. I just want to play it and chat. It's been a long week. Today is my Friday. This is my Friday night. I'm feeling good, and tomorrow I'll be feeling like crap because I'm like, oh, I gotta go back to work in 2 days. And when I was looking through the files, because I had my keyboard set up before I started stream, apparently there's an apparently it can maybe do Sega CD stuff. I don't know what Sega CD is considered. I wonder if that's considered 16-bit. Because if it is, I'm gonna pop Snatcher on here and see what that's like. I've never played a game like that before, but it's interested me, the cyberpunk and the cyberpunk aesthetic and the voice acting more so than anything. Yeah, I definitely feel the input lag on this. So yeah. It's under Master System. We got Alien Soldier, Gaiares, and Thunder Force. I don't know if any of these work. Because, like, there's no good way to play Alien Soldier that I know of unless you get a, you know, unless you play it on an FPGA console or flash cart. And there's probably reproduction carts, actually. I mean, I can't remember the story with this one, if it was released in other countries only or if it was a Sega Channel game. But I have it on the Genesis collection on Switch, but like it fucking, I'm a pussy. We'll do super easy. It's got that collection's got such terrible input lag. That's the deal breaker for me is input lag, and I say that. I mean, the input lag isn't as bad here as it is on the Switch console. Set up your weapons. Sure, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Press start. Jump right into it. I don't think I've ever played this. But it always looked dope. It's basically Contra. What's that do? So yeah, I mean, I don't know this game. It seems to be running pretty well. The like literally 2 Super Nintendo games I've played on this in the past ran fine. Was that guy supposed to disappear? Yeah, I know this game is supposed to be kind of difficult. Oop. Okay, so this must be my weapons at the top. I can probably change them somehow. So that means we can do... Ooh, I like that. We'll do that one. Homing. Buster. Flame. I don't understand. Oh, okay. I accidentally went back up. I had flame here. So weapon select is A, shot is B, jump is C. Okay. When I mapped my controller, it did not have me do a C, so... I mean, Lynn, why are my shots so tiny? I want like 2 seconds. There we go. Alright, that's a bit better. Okay, so I have ammunition. I see that at the top now. Oh, what? Did I just latch onto the ceiling? Oh, dude, that's dope. This boss is basically like, hey, you can latch onto the ceiling and be super dope and shit. Ooh. I thought I'd be safe there. I'm gonna die. Got a half his health there, though, that time. Wish I could remember if there's some shortcut to get back to the menu without resetting. I don't think so. Oh, there's a save. Did I just find a save state slot? What did I hit? All right, we'll reset. So yeah, this is nice. But I definitely do feel a lot less of a connection. Like with the games, it's kind of weird to explain with them just being emulated. But I mean, if I do this, it's definitely I'm definitely gonna do it with a like a mister. The mister is kind of the way to go for me. Because like I said, input lag just kind of kills the fun. It doesn't kill the fun, it just, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel as fun. That's probably the way to go. Let's see. Mega Drive. So Gaiares looks so fun. From what I understand, I mean, this is a horizontal shmup, but the gimmick with this game is that you actually get to kind of take your enemies. It's kind of like Kirby, but a shmup. You kind of get to take the enemy power up and use it for yourself, and you get to power up that power up. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so that we'll never know what C is. Okay, so can I actually aim? Yes. Yeah, so we powered that up. This is a good looking game for a oops. Oops. So can I just keep doing it and keep powering it up? Oh, now I guess that's my option. Now that option has the power up. Whoa, and I got bombs too. It'd be cool if I could just stop dying. Also, the game volume has been a tad low. I'm sorry about that. God, if I could just stop dying. The ship is so touchy. And I've never been a big fan of the Genesis D-pad. Maybe I really should go see if I can get my my Super Nintendo controller hooked up. The Switch one. It's so touchy. Now my fucking... There we go. Oh wow, did that just kill it? Oh my god. If I can make it through the first 10 seconds of the stage, that'd be dope. Ooh, that's some weird input lag. It's like a solid, like, 0.8 of a second of lag. It's not a full second. But this game goes for a pretty penny now. It's just like... My least favorite thing about the pandemic is everything is going up. Or it really fucked up the retro market. Alright, let's focus on staying alive this time. God. The touchy controls are really something I gotta get used to. Holy shit. I'm used to, like, Gradius only getting speed up twice. This is, like, speed up 5 times. Which is only, like, one time in the entire Gradius franchise that I have played where I want speed up time 5 times. It's just, like, this one part in Gradius 3 where you gotta maneuver through the tunnels. Auto-scrolling speeds up. When we get to the boss? Is this a boss? Wait, can I steal the boss's power up? Oh, dude, that's wicked. I wonder if using an enemy's power up on themselves is more or less effective. Makes sense. Like, I wonder if they have a resistance to you using their own power up on themselves. Alright, I kind of got the hang of this. I feel like I'm going to die any second, though. Oof. I have some kind of shield, it looks like? Oh, we literally have a Gradius laser now. Oh, and now it's thicker. I'm surprised I've made it this far without dying. I wonder what the checkpoints are like in this game. Hello! I can't steal a power-up from you, can I? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I've definitely got some kind of shield somehow. So I think I took a hit at the beginning. That is a distracting background. Oh, that was only the first mission. So the first boss that I fought was a midway boss. Yo, that game is dope. Oh, come on. I kind of want to I want to try out more games, but like this is good. Maybe I should download MUSHA, because I don't know much about that one. I've heard that's, like, the best Genesis game, shmup, apparently. This doesn't seem as challenging as I was expecting it to be. I mean, so far. Just the way I was struggling at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is gonna go bad eventually. Oh, hello. I just forfeited my shield, basically. We get put back down to our... Oh, we can't do anything now. It's the Gradius effect. You lose your power-ups, you just eat a dick. Honestly. So I'm guessing the reason my option is killing some of the enemies is because I just straight up cannot consume that enemy's power-up. Or maybe I can? I don't understand. Oh my god, that's a weird one. All right, when we game over, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. No. Yeah, this game has got some kind of distracting backgrounds. That's a weird... Oh, I think it's a homing shot. Yeah, that's what it is. This guy gonna... Yeah. Is he gonna kill me? Yeah. So we still got Thunder Force, but I want to try out... I want to see what else I can put on here. And I have to use the external flash drive, so I'm going to go over my laptop here. Let's see what we got. I have to use the external flash drive because apparently at least this Raspberry Pi is sold that it doesn't use a specific software program. I think it's called SMBV1. That's no longer supported, and it's apparently extremely dangerous to use it nowadays. So now SMB V2 and V3 are the norm. So let's see what else we can do. What do I recognize? I've literally a list of you can't even see it. I literally have a list of all the Genesis ROMs up right now. Thank God for archive.org. So let's just, while we're thinking of it, we'll do MUSHA. So let's go ahead and put MUSHA in Mega Drive. Oh, you know what we could do? Well, let's stay focused on shit. Let's stay so focused on the Genesis. And you know what I can do? We can just look up real quick. Best Sega Genesis games. It's probably gonna give me like Sonic and. But let's see if there's anything else. I have a really good version of Castlevania Bloodlines on the Switch from the Castlevania collection. We don't need to do that. Rocket Knight Adventures, maybe. Yeah, there's got to be more. There's got to be more stuff, and I'm thinking because I was on a GameSack kick, and the main dude of GameSack is big on the Genesis and the Sega stuff. So like there was a lot of stuff that caught my interest, and then I'd look it up and be like, oh, that's really freaking expensive. Guess I'm not ever gonna play that. There's a 2 different ROMs for Rocket Knight Adventure. I guess I should choose the one that doesn't say sample. Yeah, so no. So okay, well that's it for Genesis stuff for right now. Um, I'm really curious because I saw it. I'm really curious about one particular game. I have been for a very long time, and I've never played a Sega Master System or even Sega Master System games. So let's see if I can find this one game. And this is another game that never. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I didn't choose files. There's only 173 files. Ooh, it's not on here. It's Ninja Gaiden. That's what I'm thinking of. Ninja Gaiden for the Sega Master System actually looks kind of dope. Not as cool as the NES one. I love the NES one. What is it called? Or I don't think it ever got released. Is it called anything else? Ninja Gaiden. Oh no, it was released in 1992. That's a late Master System game though. It is called Ninja Gaiden. So we just have to find a ROM for it. Like I said, this is a very impromptu stream, and this is more so for me. It's just, there's a game on here called Ninja. It's probably not it. Yeah, The Ninja. Something completely different. Oh, I have a feeling. What if I just type in Ninja Gaiden? I don't want to have to go on sketchy sites to try and find this. Ninja Gaiden prototype beta. Did I remember correctly that it wasn't ever released? Is this it? Oh, this is a pain. Oh, look, I'll even download the freaking beta. Like, I just want to try this. Starting to get sleepy as fuck. Come on, dude. All right. Let's hope this isn't a sketchy site. I mean, this is my laptop. I never Oh, that's not even the fucking ROM. I miss, what was it called? MU Paradise or whatever? Miss that shit. Fuck you, Nintendo. You worthless excuse for video game company. Like, there's only 2 Master System games I'm really interested in. Yes, there we go. And it's this game and Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap, or Wonder Boy 3. And I already know I love Wonder Boy 3 because I played the Dragon's Trap, the remake from Lizard Cube. That's a dope ass, that's a dope ass video game. One of my all-time favorites. So let's put this in the right folder. So put it in Master System. Make sure it's in there. I accidentally put Rocket Knight Adventures in the Master System folder. Mega Drive. Make sure nobody else is saying anything. So what else? We got Neo Geo. There's like, off the top of my head, there's nothing on Neo Geo that I want to play that I have not played already in some extent. Yeah, there's the Sega CD. Kind of surprised the MSX is on here. Yeah, let's go find a Rama Snatcher. I didn't see Sega Saturn, unfortunately, or else I would have downloaded Radiant Silvergun. But that makes sense because I don't see like PS1 or anything. Yeah, it just kind of stops at CD. So show all. I wonder if this is. Why is my fucking download so slow? Okay, whatever. I don't think there's any other Sega CD stuff I'm interested in. Yeah, why is this so slow? It's saying 20 minutes for a 320 megabit or megabyte download. What the fuck? Kind of sketchy. The hell happened to my download? Oh, that's sketchy. Get back to video games in a second. Yeah, what the fuck? Did my upload just tank or my download? Might as well download malware bytes while we're at it. I've also got a ton of things open on this old laptop, so that's probably it. It's trying to update Steam. Amazon Music forced its way open. Yeah, set up malware bytes. Hopefully it won't have to restart the computer after installation. Not that it's gonna be a problem. It's just like this 490 megabyte download of the Snatcher ROM is saying it's got 15 minutes remaining. I don't get it. I probably downloaded a virus. Who fucking knows? So I'm just so chillax about that. But yeah, this is definitely an impromptu stream. We're gonna try out those games. I don't really think there's anything on the Super Nintendo. Maybe Hagane. Oh, we should try the Ninja. Oh, I'd have to see if I could get my Oh, I have to see if I can get my NES controller, my Super Nintendo controller hooked up. Because I would want to try the Ninja Gaiden trilogy. I have to see how bad that is. What else? So like Hagane, Ninja Gaiden trilogy. I don't really care about, like, I know the Super Nintendo's got some of the best RPGs, but I don't really like. I pretty much own all RPGs in some format, mainly because of the NES Classic or the Super Nintendo Classic. Yeah, it's got like Super Mario RPG, Final Fantasy III, Secret of Mana, Earthbound. I have Chrono Trigger on the PS1. I don't know if that's a good version of it. I've never played it though. I know Chrono Trigger's very good. That's another reason why I'm just like, man, I want to like get rid of this collection. I don't want to get rid of the collection. I just want to trim it up, make it reflect what I like and stuff like that. And I want to just get rid of like freaking MX versus ATV on the PSP. I don't want to spend my time with stuff like that when there's so many great games that I've been excited to play for years and years and years, and I want to play. I just don't find the time for it. And I'm starting to realize now that getting rid of some of the crap isn't going to help too much when my life is already like very busy. And I don't have much time for gaming as is. Like, freaking... I got the world record speedrun in Clockwork Aquario, and like an hour later or something like that, a couple hours later, Jay Coster took it back, and I'm like, oh, I want to freaking speedrun this game again. And this was literally a week ago, and I haven't had the chance to do it. I could have done it tonight, but I was too tired, and I am too tired. And this is why I'm doing an impromptu stream and talking about random shit a lot. There's one detection. Malwarebytes has found some shit. Probably Ninja Gaiden, unfortunately, for the Master System. But and I've also stopped using the backloggery just because I feel like another thing that was kind of pressuring me a little bit and kind of ruining the fun of gaming a little bit was those stats. It's like, oh man, got 900 unbeaten games. I should probably play those unbeaten games instead of playing Liquid Kids for the 1000th time, or instead of playing Ninja Gaiden for the 1000th time, or insert other game that I really love a lot here. Stop worrying about that shit. Get to stuff that I want to play when I get to it, and I don't have to beat it. I don't have to. Some games I definitely would like to. I'd like to beat Xenoblade, but I don't know what's been with me the past 6 years. I start a game and I start an RPG and I just don't go through with it. It's even gotten that to the point where I don't do that with Pokemon. I'm starting to do that with Pokemon now, which never was a thing. I would always beat Pokemon games because just they're just so easy and there's no story, and you know, you just kind of grind and battle and you beat it. It's simple, but like just last year alone, I played Pokemon Sun, or sorry, Pokemon Moon, and then Brilliant Diamond came out and ended up dropping both of them. There's one detection. I have a feeling it's probably Ninja Gaiden for the Master System, which is unfortunate. It means we won't be able to try that out. Snatcher is still downloading. 260 megabytes in out of 490. Yeah. Yeah, a lot has happened since last stream with a couple different things. I think when we actually do an actual stream at some point, we'll talk about it. I'm gonna do a fucking Just Dance 3 stream because I'm gonna give away my Xbox 360 and its games just because I never cared for the console. I never played it. I feel like people saying that's the best console ever are really speaking like are people who really lived through that era of gaming. I didn't really. And still this day I don't really care for that era of gaming. It's just plagued with first person shooters and very samey graphics. It's all trying to be very realistic and it's just got these ugly brown muddy colors in every game. I don't know. That's just me. I am a 2D platformer, running gun, whatever, fighting game kind of guy with pixel art. Like that's my jam, visuals and gameplay wise. Give me some Super Nintendo, Neo Geo era stuff, you know? And that's not even nostalgia because I didn't even grow up with that stuff. I grew up with the N64 and the Game Boy Color and then the PlayStation 2 and then after that I just kept following the new consoles as they released, Wii, DS, 3DS. Wasn't even until the Wii Virtual Console. It wasn't until the Wii Virtual Console I actually went back and played an NES game or played a Super Nintendo game for the first time. This scan is taking a while. It has been 6 minutes. I've been blabbering on for 6 minutes. Maybe I should accept what we have and yeah, well, let's do that. I will. Oh, the bad item was not Ninja Gaiden. That is surprising. It was something in my trash can. I don't know what it was. Okay, so Ninja Gaiden's in there. We're just waiting on Snatcher. Snatcher says like another 6 minutes. And you know what? Let's go ahead and let's get Hagane. Let's get Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. Nothing else off the top of my head. I didn't see TurboGrafx 16 in that list, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh. There's probably other stuff. Hagane. There's Hagane. There's SMC. An SMC file. I mean, it's got to be a Super Nintendo ROM. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. There we go. Oh, yeah, right under it. Ninja Warriors. I've heard Happy Console Gamer raving about this game. I got the new one because of him, honestly. I was a little bit of an impulse, but go ahead and do that. There's 3 Super Nintendo games. Oh, shit. ActRaiser is like a cheap cartridge game, but I'm getting a little in over my head at this point because because I don't know if we'll be able to play all this right now.
Darling has
Ah,
returned
but
to
you
the
know what?
past.
I played something
I
on
would
the
like to
Super
remind you that geese
Nintendo.
are bad.
No, it's not Sunset Riders. It's Wild Guns. Played it on the streaming service on the Switch. Oh, I don't have sounds. Emmy, thank you for the subscribbles. What are you at now, son? 28 months? Good lord. Good for you, Em. You're like almost out of newborn territory. Oh, hey, Snatcher downloaded. What else? Oh, shit. I realized we can. Oh, boy. Can we make this work? I don't know. What's that Mario game that you play with the mouse? Is it called? It's called like Mario. No. Super Mario All-Star. No. Tetris and Dr. Mario. Mario. No. Shit. What is it? I need to remind you that geese are bad. Geese are amazing. I saw freaking baby geesels in the parking lot of where I work. They were following their parents, and it was adorable. Don't listen to what M has to say. There's Pokemon Gold and Silver, Pokemon Stadium on here. Okay, there's some not legitimate games on here. Prince of Persia, interesting. What's that fucking Mario game, though? Mario... I'm just going to punch this into Google. Mario game with mouse. Mario and Wario, yes. I don't know if I can hook up a mouse and actually have that work on the Raspberry Pi. But the ROM isn't on here. No, dude. All right, let's stop getting distracted. I think we have everything that I would like. So let's go ahead and put these ROMs on here. Let's go back, go forward. We got Wild Guns, Act Razors, Ninja Warriors, Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, Hagane. Pop all those into the Super Nintendo. I have to, if we do the Super Nintendo, I have to... Where the fuck is Super Nintendo? There it is. I have to see if I can get my Super Nintendo controller to work on the console. I can explain what we're doing in a second here. Game files. I don't know which one of these I need, so we're going to put both of them in here. So we go to Sega CD. And it's going to take for a minute. It's going to take a minute. 28 months isn't a newborn. You're referring to babies. No, you're a baby. So, I was just kind of laying in bed, tired, watching a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I just randomly was like fucking inspired to pull out my old Raspberry Pi and put some ROMs on it, and that's how this stream came to be. It's a very impromptu stream. And that's my story, and I'm kind of gonna stick to it, I guess. And I was just kind of telling stories about, like, you know, I got this my 16th birthday and hadn't really played it and stuff like that. And kind of what's been going through my head lately about, like, the Mister and all that stuff I've been talking to you about. This has just been like a impromptu. Let fucking James ramble about everything. He had a 5-day work week and has mostly been alone, working by himself, alone with no one to talk to, no one to goof around with for like 11-hour days. He needs to de-stress a little bit. Masturbation is not the cure. That is not a de-stressor. I promise you it is not. All right, everything's on there. Everything is coochie. Everything is lick my coochie. Let's I'll shut that down a little bit. I don't want to shut it down and be like, "Ah, shit, I still need it." All right, and let's boot this shit back up. It's all good. I'm just chilling here. You virtually may fall asleep soon, might not. If you fall asleep, I will scream into the mic as loud as possible, and you cannot say anything about it. Fuck! I just turned it on and turned it back off again. I'm going to corrupt my flash drive that has a terabyte of hentai on it. So I don't even remember what we put on there. I did... Volume was not properly unmounted. Some data may be corrupt. Please run FSCK. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That took a while to turn on. That is far away. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. You know who you are. So let's see. Before I pair anything. Ooh, we do not have Sega CD on here. So it was not a... Yeah, no. Unless it's under ports, I don't think that would be... No. Hey, we got Doom 1 on here. I never played that. I don't even know if I knew what Doom was back when I got this for my 16th birthday. So let's see. Pokemon Blue randomizer. I forgot I put that on there. I thought I had Pokemon Red on here, though. Sega CD will be its own category. Yeah, something's not right then. There. Oh, yeah, Pokemon Red is not. Yeah. There's Pokemon Red. Mega. Oh, nothing is added. I'm gonna do a risky thing. When I said some data might be corrupt, I hope it did not mean my flash drive. If you have a large number of games in your flash drive, it'll take a few reboots. Okay. I don't have a large number, but I did just add like 6 or 7 ROMs. Also, how are you doing tonight? Yes, really restart. Are you okay? See if it gives me any errors. Odd. Yeah. I don't do a lot of emulation though, so I could have just done something wrong. Volume was not properly unmounted. Some data may be corrupt. Please run fsck. I don't know what that is. That's what it said last time, and then it just sits here for a while. Oh, it recognized the SNES controller, though. It's like right there in the middle. Input Nintendo Corporation LTD. I love Raspberry Pi stuff. I got this I got this thing like 8 years ago. This is an old Raspberry Pi. Have barely touched it. All right. Okay. So there's Ninja Gaiden. Still no Sega CD though, unless I am completely missing over it or skipping over it. Still, we didn't get those Super Nintendo games. What else did I add? Right, I did add some Genesis games. So it added the Genesis games. We didn't have the we don't have the Super Nintendo games. Even the Pi 4 can't run it well. Yeah, this is probably a Pi 1 or 2. I was thinking about it earlier. So let's do another reset. Maybe we'll get the rest of it next time around. Because yeah, I went to college. I think it was my second semester of college, January 2018, winter 2018. They had me buy a Raspberry Pi for one of my computer classes, and I think that was a Pi 3. And it was definitely an updated Pi, so this is either a Pi 2 or a 1. This Pi cannot run N64 games. It kind of can, but there's graphical issues and stutters. So, and I don't know how N64 emulation is, if it's good or bad or hard or whatever. I don't know if that reflects how the Pi 1 or 2 is, or if that's just a reflection of how hard it is to emulate N64 stuff. If it's a Pi 1, this Pi will struggle bus on SNES. Oh, okay. So it's a Pi 2. It runs the 16-bit stuff perfectly fine. I've not had any issues. So this is definitely a Pi 2. Okay. Can we please have the rest of the stuff on here this time? Guess not. Yeah, that's odd. .smc files are Super Nintendo files, right? I mean, I think it's literally the same user. Because I'm using archive.org to get my ROMs, because that's like obviously the safest way that I know of. And I'm using the same user that uploaded all the Genesis ROMs and stuff like that. Pi 2 struggle bus is a bit on GBA. I don't think I played any GBA stuff on here aside from Fire Emblem. So yeah, we just put Genesis stuff, Super Nintendo. So you can use SFC. Okay, yeah. So there's SFC. It's just not accepting it. It's just not reading it. And I really don't know if at this point if rebooting is going to do anything else. I can do a full shutdown maybe. Let's try that. If not, I'm not too concerned about it. I was just really curious how bad Ninja Gaiden Trilogy was on the Super Nintendo. And I was curious about Snatcher, but Snatcher probably won't run well. It's bad. Yeah, I love Ninja Gaiden 1. And I've seen a little bit of the Super Nintendo trilogy, and I know they really messed up the music. I love the Ninja Gaiden 1 soundtrack and the Ninja Gaiden 2 soundtrack. But man, they did not do it justice. Do you want a good SNES game? Play Run Saber. Hey, it's on here. I've never heard of it. But I will download the ROM and probably add it on at a later date. Okay, so no Sega CD still. Can we have? We cannot have. That's odd. I would probably have to plug in my keyboard to go into RetroPie, huh? For file manager? Yeah, I think I do. All right, well, whatever. No Sega CD, no Super Nintendo. I don't know why. That really bothers me. But let's try out Ninja Gaiden on the Master System. And hope that it works. Looks good so far. I'm Ninja Master Ryu of the House of the Dragon. You might need to reflash. Not sure how to do that, I'm sorry. Oh right, my keyboard is not plugged into my computer. I was gonna try and look up to see if this game actually ever got released. Everyone dead. Reflash RetroPie to the SD card. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I cannot do that because I do not have a adapter. So, that's unfortunate. That's okay though. I could have just downloaded some bad ROMs maybe. Because not a single one of those Super Nintendo ROMs that I downloaded worked. Because the ones that were in there, Super Mario World and Super Metroid, have been in there since like 2016, 2017. I'm not even reading this. Let's, Am I forced to sit through this cutscene, or is my controller not working now? I think I'm forced to sit through this. No, my controller is not working all of a sudden. Beautiful. Oh, but we get a freaking demo of how it works. You know, this reminds me of The Legend of Kage for the NES more than anything. Oh, it also kind of reminds me a little bit of The Messenger. And I know The Messenger was a love letter to Ninja Gaiden, but let's reset. Because I'd like to try this, but I don't think it's going to give me control. Who knows? And actually, oh, PC Engine is on here. I was looking for TurboGrafx, so I can totally do PC Engine stuff. Once again, that's dope. What is if you don't mind me asking, do you know what type of files the Sega CD takes? Because I have a bin file in here that is 610,000 kilobytes and a Q file, which is 2 kilobytes. I assume the Q file is not what I need. I just want to make sure that, yeah, these went into the right folder. Went into the Super Nintendo. Yeah, so everything's right. Or .bins with a Q. But they should use ISO files. Yeah, this game's broken. Every time I boot up this game, it takes my control away from me. But I'm shutting down the computer or my laptop. We will not be messing with that anymore tonight. Might just go back to Gaiares. That was fun. For the one level I played of it. It's past 1 a.m. now. I have almost been up for 12 hours. Or 12 hours, 24 hours. Just taking one last scope. Nothing got added. I am sad about that. I wanted to play a little bit of Wild Arms. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. We got some new Genesis stuff. So I've heard good things about MUSHA. Try it out. I've heard people say MUSHA is like the freaking best Genesis shmup, apparently. Oh, are Raspberry Pis hard to get right now? But if I get anything, I would probably just splurge and get a Mister. Just the fact that, like, you know, the FPGA stuff is really neat. The stuff, like, just how active that community is seems awesome. But the main thing for me is just the fact that I could play on a CRT. Oh, chip shortage. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I'm not reading this. What are my options? Music stop? Oh. Okay. Mr.'s cool, but really overpriced. Yeah, I can agree with that. Oh, my friends are dead. Hopefully nothing cool is on the C button. Because I don't have a C button right now. What does that do? Great. Oh, it just brings me right back. Okay. Did I just change ships? Oh no, I'm a mech. I was not kidding when I said I know nothing about this game. Oh shit. This makes me want to play some Final Soldier. What is that? What are these things? Oh wait, I can shoot that and... I need a manual. I don't understand. Oh shit. So is that a power-up? I just can't quite tell what any of this stuff is doing. That felt like that was a speed-up, maybe. I don't know. Shoot the things, don't get shot by the things. Right, right. I'd want to Mister more if I could use real carts with it. I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose, though, you know? Like, the reason I want to Mister is just because I want to keep playing retro games, but you know, people are like price gouging retro games now. Like, the prices are soaring, and it's hard to keep having fun with the hobby and stuff when everyone wants $1 million for their copy of Super Mario 64 or whatever. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but still, like, I only have 4 Sega Genesis games. I was not really too into the Sega Genesis until this year. And Sega Genesis games are a little ridiculous in price right now. I fell in love with Ghouls and Ghosts at the beginning of the year, and I saw that to get a completed box copy of that game was like $80. And was a little bewildered. And other popular games that I'm sure sold well, like Streets of Rage 2, are pretty up there as well. Sega Genesis games are kind of expensive right now. Or they were a couple months ago when I was looking at them. I don't know if things have changed. But getting a game like this or Gaiares is unrealistic. And it's not like we're getting good, I don't know, companies like M2 to port these to modern consoles and PC and stuff like that. That would be nice. But it just... I don't even know who owns the rights to these games anymore. I know it said Compile did this. I don't know who has the rights to Compile anymore. If you think Genesis is bad, don't collect SNES like me. Yeah, I mean, I know SNES RPGs are bad, but I haven't really looked at SNES prices outside of, like, you know, the popular common stuff. Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Countries, F-Zero, Final Fight, Gradius 3, stuff like that. That stuff hasn't seemed to have changed a whole lot, but I'm probably just looking in the wrong area. I mean, the RPGs have changed a whole lot. I'm talking about the more common and more sought after stuff, I guess. I'm sure Hagane has gone up like mad. Super Metroid is a $60 card. Okay. I mean, that's... I sold a copy, a card-only copy of Super Metroid for like $40. Like a month before the pandemic really started. I think it was like late January 2020. So, I mean, yeah, that's a bit. That's $20 right there that it's gone up. But it's not like, what, Earthbound that went from like $300 for a cartridge to, what is it now, like $600? I mean, it pretty much doubled in price. I mean, or Earthbound, comparing Earthbound to Super Metroid is probably unfair, but... But one thing I will say the Retro Pi has over the Mister that I really like a lot is the menu, the UI. I think the Mister kind of has ugly UI, if I'm being honest. I really don't like it. I wish they could do something cooler, like the Raspberry Pi, how you kind of go through a menu and it's got like the official, like, oh, here's the official Game Boy logo, here's the official Master System logo, instead of it just being like generic Times New Roman font of Nintendo Game Boy and stuff like that. And then you get a cool background of like Legend of Zelda when you're hovering over NES and stuff like that. And I know there's different themes. I just don't have it on this Pi. Also, I don't know how I did better at this, how I'm doing better at this game now that I'm talking a lot. That's the thing that's happening. Earthbound is $300 to $400 now? Okay, so I must be looking at these prices all wrong. Or I must have been looking at them when they were pretty sky high. Whenever that was. Oh my god. Countdown till I die? I imagine I shoot the skull? Yeah. Oh! When they turned into skulls, I was like, oh. Or when they turned into faces or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll be able to shoot and destroy them. No. They're not going down, but they're not going higher. They've kind of settled recently. RetroPie handheld? That sounds cool. Yeah. But lately I've been looking at, condensing what I have. And, like... You know, I've got... I think I had it on camera here a second ago. Or not a second ago, like an hour ago. If I get rid of zoom, you see like a little stack right here. I've been like trying to figure out like what I don't want and get rid of stuff that isn't really all that important to me or I didn't really like all that much. Because like before I was just kind of like buying because like, oh, I heard this game, like Gears of War is a great franchise. I guess I should try it out someday. You know, I kind of got in the habit of just buying for the sake of buying, and now I'm just like, wow, I'm overwhelmed with all these games. I wish I had more time to maybe finally play Chrono Trigger, which looks like a really awesome game, but I've just don't have time to play it because I'm overwhelmed with everything else. All right. So what do we got? Rocket Knight, and I put something else on there. In Genesis. I put something else in Genesis. It was Rocket Knight and something else. I don't remember. Try Rocket Knight and whatever that other game is. Understandable. Picked up Chrono Trigger and haven't been able to finish it yet. I'm really bad about RPGs. I would start them, play 5, maybe 20 hours of it, and not return to it, even if I really enjoyed it, you know? I just got this weird thing. And it's only something that just started happening to me within the past couple years. It's just like I can't stay focused on them for some reason. But maybe selling off a bulk of the collection will help with that. All right. Just got to do another scroll through, see if that stuff got added. Oh! Was that there before? No. This is a different icon. It's got the... I don't think the icon looked like that. I don't think it had the Famicom colors. I think it was just the purple colors. The logo to the left? Am I going crazy? So hey, we got the Sega the Super Nintendo stuff now. I must have not added anything else. It's Rocket Knight Adventures and Thunder Force. Oh, dude, I want to do Super Nintendo stuff now. It was not. Okay, so it finally updated. Still no Sega CD though. I don't know why I have Macintosh on here. I don't know any games for that. Okay, let's plug the Super Nintendo controller back in. It looks like this is gonna work. I hope it does, because I'm not a big fan of the the Genesis controller. 2 gamepads detected. You say that. Maybe if I unplug the Genesis controller? I don't think that's going to help. No? What if I hold down the sync button? It detects it. I just can't use it. I'm super excited to own a copy of Wild Guns. Is that game rare? I played it for the first time a week ago on the Nintendo Switch like streaming service or whatever, and fell in love with it. Please don't tell me that game is super rare. It got reprinted officially recently in a limited quantity. Oh, so that sounds like that's rare. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything. Wild Guns is rare and expensive. Damn. Damn. Yeah, it's not working. But this it might make sense. This is the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Online one. I don't know if that makes any kind of difference. That's a shame. I really wanted to use that. Maybe I maybe I need to... I'm resetting like a madman, but maybe I need to have it plugged in when the Pi starts up. Wild Guns Reloaded is great. Yeah, I'm going to get that. I'm definitely going to get that on Switch. I need to also, like, an RPG that I've been dying to go back to is Super Mario RPG. I played that game a decent bit when I was like in middle school. And I never finished it, but that is such a good game. Catchy music. It's got such catchy music. I really want to go back to that one. I don't think there's much of a point in playing Wild Guns when Wild Guns Reloaded exists, unless you're playing on SNES itself. Yeah, I didn't know, because you know how they re-release games and they give it some new stuff, and it's just not as good as the original. I didn't know if Wild Guns Reloaded was like that. Like, what's a good example? What's a good example? I think Chrono Cross that came out recently is... I think people just said there were frame rate issues, but it's good. What's a... ActRaiser? I mean, that's kind of like a remake almost, so maybe not a good example. But ActRaiser Renaissance came out, and it's considered not to be as good as the Super Nintendo one. I didn't know if Wild Guns Reloaded was like that, where it's like they re-released it, and it's just not as good. Yeah, no, it's not taking the Super Nintendo controller. Oh, this is gonna feel terrible then. I'm gonna be playing Super Nintendo games with the Sega Genesis controller, because I don't think I have any other USB controllers. Unless I can plug in a PS4 controller and it'll work. Something tells me no. I think the USB cable for the PS4 controller is just to charge. It's not actually like to connect. Can't recommend an 8-bit though SN30 Pro enough. So I actually work at an electronics store that carries them, and I was thinking about impulsively purchasing one recently because I'm like, yeah, I can use my discount on it. I got a gift card. PS4 controller will work. Let's do it. Because I think I would be a little bit more comfortable with this D-pad than I will be the Genesis controller. I don't know why I don't like the Genesis controller all that much. It's nice for Ghouls and Ghosts. It's nice for Streets of Rage 3, or Streets of Rage 2. Not much else. Please. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Not that we're gonna use the analog sticks, but do you work at a micro center? Will the SN30 Pro work on Switch? I'm sorry that you're like Google for me today. I'm asking you all the questions I normally ask Google, but it's literally just a thought I had like 2 days ago, so I never really got the chance to look it up. Sega CD, are you here? No? Okay. Yeah, let's try out that Trilogy. Because if it works on Switch. Because if I could use that for, like, I don't know, Super Mario Odyssey or something like that, 3D games as well as 2D games, that'd be great. Oh, God. Oh, no, do I have to unlock the other games? Or is my D-pad just not working? Using my Pi, my PC, and my Switch. You can use it wirelessly on the Pis too. That's dope. Oh yeah, that's bad right off the bat. No, my D-pad just is not working. I can slash. I can jump. I can pause. The hell? That's weird. Maybe I configured it wrong. Yeah, time to rebind. I'm not having good luck with the Ninja Gaiden games tonight. The Master System wouldn't just let me... The Master System version wouldn't let me control it at all. Still a little bummed out I can't use that Super Nintendo controller. I've really fallen in love with this. It was an impulse purchase for me. But it honestly, like, it almost feels, it's hard to explain. I think I like it more than a regular classic Super Nintendo controller. And I don't know why. I've been speedrunning a game called Clockwork Aquario for, yeah, I've just been speedrunning Clockwork Aquario. And, I've been using the Super Nintendo controller for it. It's so nice. I had problems using the Switch Pro controller, my Pi. All right. So I didn't do anything different that time. So I was able to scroll perfectly fine before. So I'm gonna guess M fell asleep. Nope, still not letting me swipe. Or not swipe. Won't let me use the D-pad. Why am I having such terrible luck? Can I plug in the... Genesis controller's already plugged in. Getting tired of resetting. One more try, and then we'll move on to another game. I love Ninja Gaiden and I want to try it, but it looks terrible already. I wonder if you can still do like a lot of speedrun strats on this version of the game. Or I wonder if it's just going to be like Super Mario All-Stars where you can't do like... You can't jump through the piranha plants' mouths in Mario Brothers 1 and stuff like that anymore. It's like stuff that you can do in the NES version, speedrun-wise, you just can't do. Emulator says no. And this is another game that's rare, I think. Or at least expensive. Maybe not as much as other games. I think I remember it being like either 100 or 200 flat at one point. I hate All-Stars Super Mario Brothers 1. Same. Yes, same. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. It might be because I speedran Super Mario Brothers before I played All-Stars. It's expensive. Okay, so I can't even start this time around. Oh, my PlayStation controller is still plugged in though, or it's still working. Well, that's a shame. See if we can get something else to work. I should probably boot up MUSHA and see if the PS4 controller works on that. Because we know it worked a while ago. It's like 150 to 200, so it hasn't really changed from what I remember. Which, as we've learned, my memory is terrible with these prices. No, not worth the price at all. I think I'd like to have it, just because I love Ninja Gaiden, or at least the 2D games. I think I'd like to have it just because that collector in me, you know, wants to have the Ninja Gaiden stuffs, but at that price, no. I should go buy a cartridge of Ninja Gaiden 3, though. I have not played that game. And probably Ninja Gaiden Shadow for the Game Boy. Alright. Like, the D-pad works perfectly fine here. Much better game, yeah. I heard they made 3 harder for the US. I don't know where you're from. I think the Japanese version's easier because it has like unlimited continues and stuff like that. Whereas in the US version, I think they limited the continues and the lives and everything like that. I think they upped the difficulty or something like that. No, the D-pad doesn't work here either. All right. Guess the PS4 controller is not an option. The Genesis controller is the only thing I can rely on right now. It's funny because other games do the reverse. What, like the US version's easier than the Japanese? It's weird because I can only think of examples where the US version is made harder. The Streets of Rage 3, I think, was the same case. It was made harder for the US. Actually, yeah, it's the only examples I can think of. I don't know too much about regional variants, actually. Oh, Hagane. Huh. I didn't know that. All right. So we're going to do the stupid thing and we're going to try to get Ninja Gaiden Trilogy up again. I'm using the Genesis controller now though, so maybe the D-pad will work. Yep, D-pad works. Let's finally try this game. Oh man, I kind of wanted to try Ninja Gaiden 3, but like I intentionally avoid games. Like I avoid long plays and Twitch streams and stuff like that of games that I want to play because I don't want to be spoiled in any kind of way. I don't think my first experience with Ninja Gaiden 3 should be this version. I think that would be sinning. Very much so. I want to copy Hagane because it's a good game, but sheesh. Yeah, that game, isn't that game really hard too? Nope. Ooh. Oh, Oh, I got stuck. I don't know. Some of this stuff actually... I don't know. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm not going to say anything yet. Yeah, like... Oh, I should have done the... I don't think the knockback is the same. You can't jump off the walls the same way you can in the NES version. It doesn't look like you can slash cancel. Okay, so the spin slash doesn't instantly kill bosses anymore, and that is ear piercing. Yeah, Hagane was the... Wasn't that a Blockbuster exclusive game? Right? You could only rent it or something like that? I don't remember the history behind that anymore. I know there was some really interesting reason why it was rare. I just don't remember what it is. Oh, I'm really curious to see if we can do Swag Star in this version of the game. I don't really remember that bat in the NES version. No, it was not. Oh, so it was sold normally. YouTubers repeated that wrong story a lot, and it falsely boosted its value. Oh. So I didn't hear wrong. Like, I did hear that right. Also, I don't think you can do this in this version. So I did remember that right, but that's false information. Gotcha. It was probably just one of those late NES or late Super Nintendo games that just didn't sell well, I assume. It was never a Blockbuster exclusive. Just a game that flew under the radar a bit when it came. Ah, okay. Can we Swag Star? Yeah, we can Swag Star. Nice. Oh, the Swag Star is actually smoother in this game, oddly enough. But yeah, this, judging by like some of the animations and stuff like this, just the overall control in the game, I think this is literally a port of the NES game, but with an uglier coat of paint and ear-piercing music. Because I feel like if this was remade from the ground up, I feel like by now I would have found some kind of like boost or something that I should not be able to do. Except the spin slash is a little weird. It was weird. It was never even that late either. 1995 release. That's the same year of Kirby's Dream Land 3, though, I think, right? And that's kind of rare. At least for a Kirby game. Or was Kirby 96? Was Kirby the same year as the N64? Can't look it up because my keyboard's not hooked up to my PC. Low. SNES was discontinued in 99. Dreamland 3 was 97. Oh, Dreamland 3 was later than I thought it was. Yeah, it's interesting. It must have just had really poor sales. I'm sure there's no like official sales records of that game that was ever released, huh? Of Hagane, not Kirby. Oof, almost died. I'm surprised I'm doing half decently with the Genesis pad. Also, I don't have the flames going into this boss. Oh, hey, I died. So I hesitated. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just noticed, he's got the wall climb from Ninja Gaiden 2. They added that in. You don't have to do wall hops anymore. You can just climb the walls normally. So there are some new things here. Oh, wait. No, I was on a ladder. Oh, so you still have to wall climb. I'm wrong. Probably be around the same price as Run Saber if it weren't for the Blockbuster room. Oh, yeah. Major thing that hurt Kirby Dreamland 3 sales, the fact that Superstar came out in 96. Yeah, Superstar was really freaking good. Not that Dreamland 3 was bad. Dreamland 3 just wasn't as fast-paced, I guess. But it had the... It was a bit more cutesy. Like, graphically, and you had the animal buddies and everything like that. I liked it. I just didn't... I mean, obviously, I don't like it as much as Superstar. I will make that jump proper at some point. Just felt too similar. Oh, they give you a password. I wonder if they fixed the final boss glitch in this game. Or it sends you back to the beginning of Act 6 if you die on the boss. Any of the bosses. Any of the final bosses. I wonder if they fixed that. Oh, shit. There we go. And I don't have the right weapon for this boss, so, probably gonna eat shit and die. Does he not... Does he not shoot bullets? There we go. That was weird. I don't remember how to fight this boss normally. I'm probably gonna... Didn't die. Huh? Why am I still playing this game? It's bad. I can admit, it's bad. But I still love Ninja Gaiden 1 with all my heart. And even though it's very bad... I'm still enjoying myself. But can you really not slash cancel? Oh, you can slash cancel. Must have just screwed it up earlier. Can I get the bullet boost? Yeah! Worst thing about the Ninja Gaiden trilogy is that it doesn't look better. Worst thing about the Ninja Gaiden trilogy here is that it sounds terrible. I could accept the graphics if they just left in the original music. In my honest opinion, I think this would be a lot. I think this would be a half decent. I don't even want to call it a remaster. We'll call it a remaster just so I can finish this sentence, but I feel like it would be a half decent remaster if they just left the original music in. Oh no, I missed the boost. The music and the sound effects, the ear-piercing like timer countdown at the end when you beat the level. Yeah, when you compare it to All-Stars, All-Stars was a game I wanted ever since I was a kid. Because I loved Super Mario Bros. 3, and then I would see Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Super Nintendo. And I was like, oh man, I want that so bad. And I didn't know it was on the Wii, because I didn't own a Super Nintendo. And, yeah, I never got to play it until literally when I first bought a Super Nintendo. I think it was January 2020. And they really did Super Mario Bros. 2. They did Super Mario Bros. 2 really well as well. Ooh. Oh, we can still one-shot him. Yeah. If I ever boot up All-Stars, Super Mario Bros. 1 is not getting played. I will even play the Lost levels, but just because I have no other way to play it. Please let me up. Well, I screwed that up. Whatever. Oh my god, I accidentally walked right off the cliff. I have a decent SNES collection now. Still a lot more I want to get though. Yeah. I hope prices at least go down a little bit someday, so I can get some of those SNES RPGs, because I really would rather not turn to emulation completely. I still would like to have a nice physical collection. Especially, like, I kind of hate myself for getting a Super Nintendo so late. Because like I said, I didn't get a Super Nintendo until January 2020. And I in the past, like, 2 years, the Super Nintendo has become my favorite video game console. I didn't really understand how great the console was until after I bought it. I don't remember how to do this skip. Whatever. I have the main RPGs I want. Outside of the Final Fantasies. Final Fantasies? I know 3 is on the console. I know there's Mystic Quest, which is common. What other Final Fantasies are on the console? I'm going to die here. Maybe not. Yeah. What other Final Fantasies are on the Super Nintendo? Because isn't that version of 3 just Final Fantasy 6? The Final Fantasy games confuse me. Yeah, so 2... Oh, 2 is on the console? 4. I didn't know 2 was on the console. Please. Can't tell you how hard doing the single wall jumps is with the Genesis D-pad. Oh. Secret of Mana, Secret Evermore, Chrono Trigger, and Robotrek. God, I need to get Contra 3. You said Robotrek and I thought of Probotectors. Oops. Okay. It's not my day. This part's a lot harder to go through when you don't have the... When you do stuff like that, when you don't have the spin slash. Let's do one more try. Next game over and we'll actually play something different. I don't know why I played so much of this game. Yeah, I just really love Ninja Gaiden. Robotrek is Pokemon Cross Mega Man Battle Network before either of those existed. Oh my god, that jump was terrible. Ooh. I'm so uncomfortable with this D-pad. Oh. Okay. We're in a better spot now. Get that boost. Kill the bird. Oh. Go for that lemon drop. I'm scared. Okay. Wouldn't mind Mario RPG, but honestly I need to get a good deal on that. I haven't checked that one in a while. Is that one kind of like... Is that one over the $100 mark? I think I remember looking at it probably before the pandemic when it was like 70 or 80 or something like that. Once again, don't quote me on that. My memory is terrible. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Doing dumb stuff. There we go. Alright, this is the part I'm scared about. Oh. It's like 80? Oh. I mean, that's high. Yeah. That is honestly a price for me, though. That's kind of like worth it. And I am what's wrong with the retro gaming community, because I'm like, oh, $80 for a game that I really love. You know what? What the heck? Sure. That's why prices never go down, because of idiots like me. How did I die there? Alright, let's try something else. It's 2 a.m. I should probably be going to bed. I don't have a problem playing 120 and lower for a game for NES. I mean, yeah, you should do it then. you're just getting cartridge only, right? You're not doing complete in box. $60 in 1995 is equivalent to purchasing to about 100. Oh yeah, after inflation, yeah. Yeah. It's a miracle there's even like Neo Geo stuff out there. Like whose parents in what year did the Neo Geo come out? Like 92 or something like that, early 90s? Whose parents were out here buying their child a what, like $800 game console with games being $200 a piece in the early 90s? Who was doing that for their kids? Five rich kids? Yeah, that sounds about right. Try the Ninja Warriors real quick. The Neo Geo is like my dream console to own, but I've come to terms with the fact that it'll never happen. Oh yeah, I don't know why I was expecting this to be a three monitor game. Oh, okay. It's not the button I was expecting attack to be. Whoa! How did I do that? That was cool. Oh, that's so cool. Whoa! I just picked up a freaking motorcycle. You know, this kind of reminds me of One Finger Death Punch a little bit. Or One Finger Death Punch. That's not the game, is it? That's a band. I don't remember what the game is called. Oops. Take a bullet to the face. This game's dope, actually. It does feel weird not being a 3-screen game, because I know this is one of the, like, you know, 3-screen games in the arcades. I think it only feels weird because I've been playing a bit of Darius, like the arcade versions of Darius on my own time lately. Oh crap! What game is this? This is the Ninja Warriors. Or Ninja Saviors? Ninja Warriors? One or the other. This is a Taito game. I think this is the Ninja Warriors. I think the Ninja Saviors is the Switch game. I think it's the new one. The, like, reboot of the series or whatever. God, this is a game I hope that is like cheap, like under $20. I would like to own this. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely wrecked. Oh my god, it hit the tanker truck. I think there's a SNES version of the game. This is the SNES version, yeah. Oops. I did this like super earlier, and I want to know how I did it. I got like full meter down there. Oh. Oh, it's expensive? Why? How expensive? Why can't we have nice things? Why can't we have nice things? $150. Wow. That is truly a shame. I think the arcade version of this game just got released on the Switch in a Taito collection. This is like the only game on that collection that interests me, so it's not worth $40. But I guess it's better than paying $150. Ow. Just make the tanker blow up already. Just get it over with. They did an enhanced remaster in 2019. Oh, is that the one I was talking about earlier? The Ninja Saviors or whatever? I thought that was a reboot, but I guess it's a remaster. Wow, I died fast. Natsume is basically going through all their SNES stuff and remastering it. Oh, okay. Let's see, I think I got one more game in me. Then I should probably go to sleep. This is a fun little impromptu stream. I'm just sad we couldn't get the Super Nintendo controller to work. Or Snatcher to work. I mean, even if Snatcher did show up in the list, it probably wouldn't have run well. So let's see. Super Nintendo. Pocky and Rocky remaster is coming out soon, / just came out. Yeah, I heard about that. And to be honest, I've always heard of the game, but I've never seen like what kind of game it is or how it plays or whatever. So I should probably go look up like a review or something after the stream. Ooh, should we play Wild Guns or Hagane? You know what? I said I only got one more game left of me. Let's do two. We got to do Hagane and Wild Guns. I've never played Hagane before, but I'm curious just how hard it is. Kind of like a twin stick shooter. That sounds like that's right up my alley. Okay, I'm doing stuff right off the bat. Why is attack the X button? Oh, I'm throwing shurikens. I need to save those. Oh, is this like Shinobi? Do I not have like a... Oh, what? I guess I ran out of shurikens. All the buttons attack? Okay, so that cycles through whatever that is up there. Oh, okay, I see. So we cycle through with that. That's jump. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it really is a shame that this game is rare. Or expensive. Artificially rare, whatever. Well, it's not artificial. And then... my B button doesn't do anything. Or I guess it's A on the Genesis controller. Every single button does something. I mean, it's probably mapped weird because of it's a Genesis controller. Boss time? They're very generous with the checkpoints. Oof. Yeah, the pixel art's great. Wish I was better about not getting hit, though. So I wonder what like triggers that screen nuke. Oh, I got my buttons confused. The walk cycle has such... Oh, you're approaching me energy? Yeah. I don't know why his walk cycle reminds me of Victor Man? That Sega Genesis game that tried to make it, that was trying to look like... It reminded me of Mode 7. It looked like it was trying to replicate like the Mode 7 technology the Super Nintendo had going on. Should probably switch to shurikens. That would be smarter. I'd probably die less. Ooh. Is that Holmes? One up. Vector Man is cool. I could never get into it. I didn't understand the game, I don't think. Whoop. Whoa! Alright, that's kind of dope. Where's my sword? Not that it mattered. How far did I get put back? Pretty far back, I think. Oh man, this game is so good. Oh, it really makes... I'm really sad right now that it's so expensive. Why? You know what? I'm not a big fan of like limited run games or anything like that, but I know they occasionally do. I think they occasionally do like re-releases of retro games. I know they did one for Shantae. I would be very happy if they did one for this game. Oh, right, you can do that. I forgot. It's only $90 for a Super Famicom copy. Yeah, but with a harder difficulty, I wonder if that's like a deal breaker. Oh, I got more health somehow. I had like 3 blips of health before, and now I have 4. Or maybe I just did not see that correctly. Hey, we made it to the next stage. Dragon View? I've never heard of that one. That is a retro game, though? Like, they're re-releasing an actual cartridge for a retro game? Oh my god, there's so much to this game, dude. Oh, it's SNES? Man. They need... Oh, wall jumping in this is weird. Oh no, it's normal. I'm just like overthinking it. Maybe? Yeah, it's like a wall bounce. It's not even a wall jump. I'm telling you, though, I really hope... I'm scared. I'm just gonna do this. Ooh. Did it freeze? I don't think it's supposed to be making that sound. Oh well. I'd link it, but your chat link rules? I'll be honest with you. You can link it. I don't remember what the rules for my own channel are. I made those rules so long ago. You can link it. I don't mind. I don't think Nightbot will delete it. I think I have it set that you can just post links. And that's a shame. God, I wanna friggin' buy a copy of this game now. I mean, I don't want to buy a copy of this game now because of the price, but that was a good time. I didn't understand what I was doing, but that was a good time. Oh. Yeah, I've never seen this game before. And I don't know why, but I really like that reptile green that cartridge has got going on. Excuse me. So what is it? It's a RPG action adventure. Yeah, even though I don't like limited run, I really should keep an eye on what they release because, you know, it's limited. Oh, they got release calendar. What's the plan? Oh, the Contra Anniversary Collection's getting a release. Snow Bros. What have I missed? Anything that I think is pretty dope? Cat Girl Without Salad. Okay. Okay, limited run. Oh, Shadow Man. Soul Cresta. River City Girls 0. So nothing too crazy from what I can see. Oh, A Boy and His Blob for the NES. All right, that's a little crazy. The Rescue of Princess Blobette for the Game Boy. So they're doing more and more like retro re-releases. It was nice that they did it for Shantae. I kind of wish I got the Shantae cartridge when I had the chance, but I gave up on trying to I gave up on wanting a copy of that game and ended up buying the Switch version before they released the Game Boy cartridge. I actually don't think that's right. I think they released the Game Boy cartridge first. But yeah. Really cool SNES RPG. You traverse the world in 3D, but the battles are beat 'em up style. That does sound cool. In my opinion, Shantae is overrated. I've never played the Game Boy one, but Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, I love. Love that game. It's basically like I love Wonder Boy. It's basically one Monster World 4 or Asha and Monster World. It's a part of the Wonder Boy series. It's basically that. Oh, the Game Boy Color? Yeah. I mean, I agree, but it's rare because it came out like a year after the Game Boy Advance came out. Later games are way better. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I played like an hour of Half Genie Hero, and I haven't played the newest one, Seven Sirens or whatever. But I can agree the newer ones are pretty great. So what is once again I'm using you as like Google instead of actually, searching it. But is that it got completely ignored? Well, wasn't that because it initially released on uh Apple Arcade or whatever it was? It didn't even get like a console release until like a year after that or something like that. I wonder if that's why. You buy Shantae Game Boy Color for 3DS. Yeah, that's true. All right, so I only started playing this game like 2 weeks ago, and I've only played it once, so I'm gonna be terrible at it, which is fine. I'm terrible at everything I play, but it's fun, and that's all that matters. I hope everything's mapped right on my controller. There's jump. Oh, yeah, this is mapped weird. For reference, jump is B, which is fine, but shoot is Y on a 6-button Sega Genesis controller. That's how you roll. Ooh, yeah, this is a lot more enjoyable with a Snooper Nintendo controller. Wall guns is such a blast. If you don't have LRR, this game is unplayable. I don't remember what LRR does, honestly. I don't think I ever used it when I played it initially. But yeah, LNR is not doing anything for me. Rip. And I could back out and remap my controller, but I really feel like that's not going to do anything. I'm starting to stumble over my own words. I'm getting very sleepy. The dodge roll? Oh. Well, you can do the dodge roll by holding fire and hitting jump. That's what I was doing. Or that's how I've been doing it. And then you just hit the direction you want to dodge in. And I died immediately. Yeah, I hear you freaking... How do I deal with this guy again? Oh, right. So I can just lay on the fire button, and if I see bullets coming towards me, I just hit B in a direction. Or jump, whatever, you know? Whoa! I blew through my lives really fast. Oh, I'm dead. Come on, let's just get through the first level. My eyes are too heavy for this. Oh, wait, I think I'm misremembering. Probably does something else then. What game am I thinking of that has LNR as a dodge roll? I don't know, honestly. I keep thinking of God of War for the PS2 where you can flick the right stick to do a quick little roll. That's like not even what we're talking about, so. Oh, Alright, we actually got to the boss with 1 life. And a power-up. And we died. Sweet. Whoa, what did I just get? Oh, dude, that's wicked. There's a lot of flashing going on screen, though. This guy's kind of goofy, right? I can't remember what his deal is. Kind of like a joke boss. But I remember him being dangerous, whereas if you screwed something up, he could... I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember getting this far, though. I think I died on that boss before. Oh, no, I remember this boss. Yeah, this was as far as I'd made it. Ugh! Ugh! Oh, I was trying to get the thing. Oh, well. That was fun, though. Did you ever think of what game you were trying to remember? Or did you remember what game you were trying to think of? Wow. Oh, yeah, man. It's bedtime. I did not expect to stream for, like, almost 3 hours. This was definitely a fun little spontaneous stream. Yeah, this game's dope. I still might do a Mister someday. Just because, like, I would love to be able to play. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting tired because I'm blanking out on a lot of my sentences. I would love to play Hagane. I didn't think I was gonna like Hagane. I'd looked up so many like long plays and videos of it, and it's one of those games that doesn't look like it would be fun to play. It doesn't look like it's gonna be anything special. And then you play it and you're like, oh my god, this game is great. Wild Guns was the same way, I think. I remember seeing like a Let's Play on YouTube of that, like back in 2013 or 20 no, it was like 2011. It was pretty early in YouTube. Well, not early. That was like 7 years in YouTube's life. But it's one of those games you see and you just don't think it's going to be fun to play. And then you actually play it and it's like, oh my god, this is really good. But I might get a Mister someday just so I can, you know, get a whole RGB or component set up and play it on our CRT and, you know... Run Saber's in the same vein. Yeah, I downloaded that ROM on my laptop, and I'll have to put it on the Raspberry Pi. I really want to know why the ROM crashed for Hagane. Like, I mean, I guess it just happens. I shouldn't be too bothered by it. But I mean, hey, if they ever release... If Limited Run ever does, like, another release for Hagane, I will buy a copy. I don't care. I will do it. So, yeah, man. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out, my dude. It was a blast chatting with you about Super Nintendo stuff, and really just Super Nintendo stuff. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. I couldn't pronounce it earlier. If I try pronouncing it again, I will stumble all over my words. But it was really fun hanging out with you, man. And I'm going to call it. And I hope to see you again. It's fun chatting with you. Anything else you got to say before we call it? I definitely see myself booting up the Raspberry Pi again at some point, despite its input lag and being forced to practically use a SNES, or yeah, Sega Genesis controller, nothing else. I'm a huge SNES nerd. Yeah, like I said, I've really fallen in love with the SNES in the past couple of years, so... Strav or Radius. Yes, thank you for that. Strav or Radius. But yeah, I've really fallen in love with the SNES the past couple of years. Freaking beginning of this year, I fell in love with F-Zero. And that's been like my jam for the past couple months. I mean, I always liked Donkey Kong Country and Mario World and Super Metroid, you know, the basics. And then I actually finally get a Super Nintendo. I'm like, oh my god, like, this console's got F-Zero, it's got Gradius 3, Kirby Superstar, so on and so on. I don't want to have to look at my shelf, but I have to, you know, to be able to tell you like all the great games that I've fallen in love with. But yeah, F-Zero is so good. Yeah, I even went out of my way and bought a F-Zero GX for the GameCube because I just wanted more F-Zero. Try out UN Squadron. I will definitely do that. I will download a ROM of that. Try it out. I think that's a cheaper game. UN Squadron. If I do like it, I think that's something that's on the cheap end that I could pick up if I want. Gradius 3 is so good. It's so good. Gradius 5 is like really good as well, but it's not quite Gradius 3 levels. And it's like specifically the Super Nintendo version that's really good. If you play the arcade version of Gradius 3, it's just, there's something, it's not quite there to the Super Nintendo version. I don't know how to explain it. Super Nintendo version is just superior than the arcade version for me for some reason. Arcade version, I think, is also a little different. I think the levels are a bit different. Gradius 3 SA-1 hack is amazing. Is that a Super Nintendo hack? Like, is that something I could probably boot up on the Raspberry Pi here and try out? Yeah, this, oh my god. The Gradius 3 music, the SNES versions of the music is like, it's like some of my favorite SNES music, period. It's up there with Donkey Kong Country and Super Metroid and F-Zero. Oh god. I got introduced to the F-Zero soundtrack at the beginning of this year when I first played it, and like, it's been on repeat for me, that OST, as I've been driving to work. It's so good. I just getting introduced to that soundtrack. It's so good. So good. It's a ROM hack for Gradius 3 that basically acts like it's using the SA-1 coprocessor chip. Oh, so it removes a lot of the slowdown, I assume? I don't know much about that chip. No slowdown? Ah, okay. But slowdown is a part of the fun in that game. You go through the one part where there's all the bubbles, and as you shoot the bubbles, they turn into smaller bubbles, and it just keeps getting slower and slower. That's a part of the fun, kind of. Oh, man. I should really go back and beat that game someday. I think I got to the final bosses once, but yeah. Yeah. All right. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I'm very tired. I might stream tomorrow or today. I guess it is. It's almost 3 a.m. Keep doing some Clockwork Aquaria world records, I guess. Maybe if we stream today. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I wake up. But if you don't have anything else to say, dude, I'm gonna take off. It was a really fun night. Glad I impulsively did this stream. So. Same. Have a nice night. All right. Yep. Thanks. You too. Hope to see you again. Peace.